This story was submitted by a real person. The name has been changed, but what happened is real. I'm a mortician. I prepare bodies for burial and cremation. I've been doing this work for 18 years. I've seen everything death can offer. Natural deaths, accidents, suicides, murders. Nothing surprises me anymore. The dead don't scare me until last Tuesday, when one of them sat up and spoke.
My name is Daniel. I'm 44 years old, and I work at Riverside Funeral Home. It's a small operation, family-owned. We handle about 6 to 8 bodies per week. My job is embalming and preparation. I work in the basement, the preparation room. It's quiet down there, cold, sterile, just me and the deceased. Most people think working with the dead is creepy, but I find it peaceful. The dead don't complain, they don't argue, they don't ask questions. Or at least they didn't until Mr. Harrison.
Last Tuesday morning, we received a body. Male, 67 years old. Name, Robert Harrison. Cause of death, heart attack. He died at home. His wife found him in his recliner. The coroner had already examined him. Everything was routine. He arrived at 9 a.m. I wheeled him into the prep room, started the standard procedures, checked the toe tag, verified identity, took photographs for the file. He looked peaceful, eyes closed, face relaxed. Just another body, just another day. I started setting up my equipment, and that's when I heard it. A breath.
I froze, listened. Nothing. I convinced myself I'd imagined it. Bodies release air sometimes, post-mortem gases. It's normal. I turned back to my tools, started laying them out. Scalpels, tubes, chemicals. Then I heard it again. A breath, longer this time, deliberate. I spun around, looked at Mr. Harrison. He was still lying there, motionless, eyes closed. But his chest was moving, up and down, slow, rhythmic, breathing. I stepped closer, checked his pulse, nothing. Checked his neck, cold, no heartbeat, no circulation. He was dead, clinically dead, had been for 6 hours, but he was breathing.
I grabbed my phone, started to call the coroner. Maybe they made a mistake. Maybe he wasn't actually dead. But before I could dial, his eyes opened, both of them, wide, staring at the ceiling. I dropped my phone, backed away. This wasn't possible. Dead people don't open their eyes. Dead people don't breathe. And then he sat up, slowly, stiffly, like someone learning to move for the first time. His torso lifted off the table. He turned his head and looked directly at me. His eyes were cloudy, gray, lifeless, but focused. I couldn't move, couldn't speak, couldn't breathe. He looked at me for what felt like forever, and then he spoke. His voice was rough, dry, like gravel scraping metal. "Where am I?" I stammered. You're at the funeral home." He nodded slowly, looked around the room, saw the tools, the table, the drains. "I'm dead." It wasn't a question, it was a statement. I nodded. "Yes, you died yesterday. A heart attack."
He processed this. Then he looked at me again. How long do I have? I didn't understand. How long do you have for what? Before I go back. Before it ends. How long? I shook my head. I don't know. This shouldn't be happening. You're not supposed to be conscious. You're not supposed to be talking. He smiled. Sad. Knowing. I know. But I am. And I need to know. How much time? I looked at the clock. It was 10:15 a.m. I didn't know what to tell him, so I guessed. Maybe an hour? Maybe less? He nodded. Then I need you to do something for me. What do you need? I asked. Call my wife. Tell her I love her. Tell her the fight we had the night before I died. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. Tell her I'm sorry. And tell her to check the attic. There's a box, blue, with her name on it. I was going to give it to her for our anniversary next month. Make sure she gets it. I grabbed my phone. What's her number? He told me. I dialed. It rang. A woman answered. Hello? Mrs. Harrison? My name is Daniel. I'm at the funeral home. Your husband asked me to call you. Silence. Then, what? What are you talking about? Robert is dead. I looked at Mr. Harrison. He was watching me, waiting. I didn't know what to say, so I just repeated his message, word for word. She started crying. He said that? He really said that? Yes. The attic? The blue box? Yes. She sobbed. Okay. Tell him I love him too, and I forgive him. I relayed the message. Mr. Harrison closed his eyes, smiled. Thank you. And then he lay back down, slowly, carefully, like he was going to sleep. His eyes closed, his breathing stopped, and he was gone. Again.
I checked his vitals. No pulse, no breathing, no brain activity. He was dead, completely. Finally. Mrs. Harrison came to the funeral home later that day. She found the blue box in the attic. Inside was a necklace and a handwritten note apologizing for their fight. She cried, thanked me, asked me how I knew about the box. I told her the truth. She didn't believe me. No one does. But I know what I saw. Mr. Harrison came back for 1 hour to say goodbye. And now I wonder how many others wanted to. How many had messages they never got to deliver.